And I should be live. So before I should begin this live stream, I better double check my audio just to make sure it's going okay for you guys, because I did a test on my new headset in the last part for the Senate, and to be brutally honest with you, it sounded a little bit too soft. So hopefully when I test the audio now, it's going to sound a lot better. So let me just do that, because if it doesn't sound alright, I'll definitely go back to my old headset. So let me do my first test and see how things are going to go. I don't know, do I sound loud? Do I sound soft? Just let me know in the comments, I suppose. Because to me personally, it sounds okay-ish, but it still sounds a little bit soft, which I don't quite understand it, but that's a-okay. But before I should begin, I definitely got to change my controller again, and we're definitely going to start off where we left off in the demo. So, what exactly is going to happen next in Trails Beyond the Horizon? Well, you've got to stay tuned and find out for that. And we're going to get ourselves a few cutscenes, which is always going to be great. So let's load up Trails Beyond the Horizon. And hopefully this test goes okay, because I'm not exactly going to do a save on save 2, because I don't know how this test is going to go. That's the whole problem at this present moment. Like, if I find it to be an okay test, I'll definitely keep it. Anyways, let's go to load game, and let's load up slot number 2, and let's see what's waiting for us next in The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond Horizon. So here we go, we're making our way back. Fan Fairy resets and Bergen wasted no time leaving Orin States and made their way to whatever. I can't exactly read that fast, but they didn't even give me a chance to read that. But that's fair enough, I suppose. You've got to be a very fast reader when it comes to this kind of stuff, which is fair enough, I suppose. And hopefully the audio is going okay, and hopefully the game audio is not drowning out my voice, because if it is, then I truly apologise in advance. So making our way back to Edith. That's where we are headed next. That's always great to know. Factoring in breaks and dry swamps, the trip back to Edith took several hours to complete, or something of those particular lines. Don't ask me. I can't read that fast, man. Give me a break. Just give me a break, man. If I could read that fast, it would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? July 8th, 12:09, 11:40 p.m. Huh. So still set in 12:09. Okay, fair enough. I'm definitely not going to complain too much about that. And there's all of our characters have returned once again. It's always fantastic, isn't it? And Yum is definitely giving us a hug, because we have finally returned back to our hometown, man. And there's another character. If you guys haven't played Trails Through Daybreak 1 and 2, you won't exactly know who these characters are going to be. So I recommend playing Daybreak 1 and 2 before you even play this game. Following their late night arrival at Old Town's famed bistro, they enjoyed a specialty dinner courtesy of its owner. Very interesting. And now all of our peoples are having a shower. They are showing Bergen having a shower. I don't know what they did that for, but fair enough, I suppose. And Fairy, she looks pretty tired, doesn't she? And there's our man, Bergen. And I believe Bergen makes his appearance in Trails through Daybreak 2. I can't exactly tell you because I haven't exactly played Daybreak 2 as of yet. After taking turns in the showers, they each return to their rooms and collapse into their bed, their exhaustion having finally caught up with them. Which is fair enough. They had a very long drive and I would be tired too as well. Act 1, back to business. Fair enough. We're going to get ourselves some cutscenes very soon. So it is July 9th. Time until project. Let's say, I can't read that fast. Give me a break. July 9th, 8:05 AM. And hopefully the stream's not lagging. Because if it is, then I truly apologise. And did I mention I don't mind the music at all? It's not too bad. Like, I've heard better music in the Trails series, but hey, it's okay for the way that it is.
Damn good breeze this morning.
Yeah, hey. I don't mind you letting in some fresh air, but at least give a guy a warning first.
Seems the band is back together once again.
If you need an open window that bad, maybe try not wearing a damn leather jacket in the middle of summer.
Tell that to the other old man sitting next to you, geezer. And FYI, this thing's made for summer. It's the definition of light and breezy. Not to mention practical. It's loaded with ballistic and piercing resistant material. With this, I'll be wrapping up 4 SPGs left and right in style. And speaking of style, just look at me. I've got that, talent, and looks to spare. I'm the whole damn package.
Too bad said package doesn't come with a bit of humility.
True, but one can hardly deny he wears it well.
Yeah, it totally fits his vibe. And that goes double for you and your new look, Katra.
You think? I normally go for darker colors myself, but Agnes and Judith recommended this, so yeah. Oh, I also made the headset I use to control my drones more compact, hence me not having that over my ears.
Confirmed. Heat dissipation efficiency has thus increased by 30%.
Well, at least one of us seems prepped for summer. That fits nice and slick, and it doesn't cramp your style either. Suits you to a T.
You bet it does. I've got a pretty darn discerning eye, if I do say so myself.
I suppose this is one of the perks of having an actress as a friend. Honestly, I forget you're a celebrity sometimes with how approachable you are.
I forget because of the catsuit she's always running around in. You know you're never beating the Kingster allegations, right?
I don't need to because I'm not a Kingster! Ugh, I'm so over this.
Teasing aside, you really do look wonderful. All refreshed and ready for summer.
Aw, thanks! I like the outfits you and Barry picked out too. But wow, Agnes, save some of the spotlight for the rest of us, why don't you?
I must agree. Please, it's really nothing that special.
On the contrary, I can hardly imagine an outfit more befitting a lovely young lady like yourself.
Thank you very much. I actually had a hard time picking this one out, believe it or not. If it weren't for Judith, Fairy, Ren, and Odette's input, I probably would have walked out of the store empty-handed. I was so indecisive.
Only because you look good in everything you tried on.
Don't sell yourself short. You chose that one in the end after all, so own it. We all think you look great. Don't we, Van? What say you?
Force in my hand, huh? I mean, I liked the old outfit just fine. But yeah, this one's nice too. It's the perfect blend of casual and refined, and I can tell the tailoring work is top of the line. Looks great on you, really.
Thank you, Van. I'm really happy you like it.
Holy shit, a genuine compliment? From this socially inept dumbass? Say it ain't so.
It seems like you can teach an old dog new tricks after all. I'm almost jealous of her, honestly.
I really like your outfit too, Van. Oh, and that goes for everyone else, of course. I was cooped up at school taking finals through yesterday, so this is my first time getting to see everyone's new looks.
Ah, yeah. Still, the main reason we were able to get everyone together was because you finally got a few days off. All right, enough small talk. I want to go over a couple things. Namely, what we learned from Marduk, like how these new shard functions work, and also how we're going to respond to this whole space program shebang, depending on what happens with it.
So, to check my understanding, the plan is to split our 4SPG work into morning and evening shifts, correct?
Anyway, guys, I definitely got to see if the volume is exactly right, because that sounded a little bit loud when I listened to that back. So let me see. Yeah, it's definitely been turned back up again. Now it's way too loud, man. I want it to go back down to about 8 or maybe 10, something like that. And this volume right here, I definitely got to turn that back down to about 30. And I'll turn that up a little bit, just like that. And hopefully that's going okay. So let me just test my microphone first. You can never get things right, I tell ya. Like every time you want to get something perfect, something just always ruins it. I just don't understand it, to be honest. Because I can't exactly watch the stream back, so yeah, I might have to do this again next week. Hopefully I don't have to do it again next week, but I have a feeling that's going to be the case. But anyways, let's continue on with the game, shall we?
You got it. I'm guessing that the program's second phase being pushed forward by half a month has thrown damn near everyone for a loop. And you can bet we'll be feeling the fallout from that mess one way or another. Just think about how slammed we were up through last month.
Fair point.
Don't remind me. I actually had to bust my ass for once.
With the influx of wealth pouring into the Republic, thanks in no small part to the revitalized economy, many criminal organizations, both in and out of Calvard, are looking to take advantage of the situation.
Same goes for all the new conmen, gangsters, black market brokers, and shell companies who've come knocking to get a piece of that pie. I knew the space program was going to be a big deal, but I never thought it'd cause this much of a fuss. Even the film industry is practically scrambling to push astronaut movies into production.
Wait, seriously? Huh, that sounds kind of neat. Oh, speaking of astronauts, Major Amelia is totally the talk of the town right now, isn't she? If I didn't know any better, I'd say her popularity is on the same level as Elaine's.
Yeah.
She has to be that same person, right?
Doesn't seem like she's bent on hiding it. We did hear that she was a major back during the coup, but the thought of her being a decorated ace pilot never even crossed my mind.
Then we have General Haring, commander of the Republican Air Force. It's a little hard to believe that she's the daughter of such an eminent figure within the military's top brass. During Operation Mille Mirage in the war 3 years ago, he was in charge of the entirety of the Republic's forces. I'm even told that, despite objections, he trusted Lieutenant General Bright enough to turn over command of Calvard's forces to him for a time.
Wow, that's kind of amazing. So he gave over full command to a general from another country?
I've heard that even Dad, the president, trusts him implicitly.
There are many a rumor about him from those of the Papal Guard who participated in the operation, all of which attest to his remarkable reputation. He likely served as part of the backup unit for Cassius, and would have stepped in for him had he fallen on the front lines.
With all those key players in mind, along with the CID, Marduk, and Ikaruga, I don't know if we can take that space program at face value or not. But what I do know is that it might have some connection to one of our pending cases.
Last April, we successfully recovered the Octogeneses in their entirety. We heeded the warning left behind by their inventor, my great-grandfather, Professor C. Epstein. But that wasn't the only warning we heard regarding this.
Recover the Octogenesis before the year 1120X. Else all that we know will come to an end.
This was an isolated incident. You haven't averted the end he foretold in his final entry.
Indeed.
That leaves us with less than 6 months, seeing as we're already well into 1209 now, which means we can't afford to go about it at our leisure. If there's ever a time to act, it's now.
Yeah, we need to get on this like yesterday.
Fine, I guess I can help. Someone's gotta be there to carry your asses, and I'm just the man for the job.
Everyone, thank you.
As spirited as ever, I see. Oh, seems my return to this merry crew was worthwhile indeed.
And I can speak for everyone in saying we're happy to have you back. Alrighty then, let's figure out where we're headed for our morning and afternoon shifts. But first, anyone got a preference for going or staying behind?
Oh, dibs on going. I haven't been able to pull my weight around here lately, what with all the events I've had to be at, so count me in.
I mean, I don't got a problem with that, but,
Didn't you have plans for this morning?
Huh? Do I?
Judith? Where are you? The event begins in 30 minutes and we still have the pre-event meeting to do before that.
What? Nina, what are you talking about? Oh, crap! The Golden Requiem Fan Appreciation Event!
Judith, please don't tell me you forgot.
Forgot, not me. I was just getting ready to leave, which I'm doing right now. It's at Esprit Cinema in the Tyrell District, right? I'll be there in 15 minutes. Tell the directors thanks for waiting up. Bye!
Wait, Judith!
I am so sorry. I'll be done by this afternoon, so I'll catch up with you then. Good luck, you guys!
Well, someone's about to get chewed out. Hope she survives her latest tongue lashing from her grandma. Oh, speaking of, you've met her before, haven't you, Master?
Oh, Dominique? Yes, we've crossed paths on a number of occasions, from incidents both public-facing and otherwise. I understand she was a great help to you while she was working on that much-lauded collaborative film.
Oh, right! You must mean Golden Requiem, Howl at the Dawn, the crossover between two of the biggest box office hits from last year. It's been enormously popular ever since its release back in April.
And it totally lives up to the hype. I've already seen it twice myself.
It's little wonder that they're so swamped with events and the like.
Alright, so what's the plan, Chief? Who's going where?
I'm thinking on that now. We're losing daylight, so let's figure out what we're gonna do, then roll out.
After a brief discussion, Van's crew settled on scoping out 5 districts, including Old Town, during their morning shift. Then, excluding one member left to watch the office, they headed out for work and reached a brief orientation on the new shard skill techniques. So we're going to leave one team member behind, and I can literally say I'm going to keep my party just like that. It looks pretty good to me, and I definitely got to test my audio level again, just to make sure that it's going okay. So, let me just have a quick listen. I don't know, man. It doesn't sound too bad, I hope. Because I can't exactly tell ya what you guys think of the audio, because there's no one watching to actually tell me if the audio is going okay or not. So I definitely got to listen to it back when I finish off the live stream. But I'm going to take a very quick bathroom break, so I'll see you guys on the flip side. And I have returned once again. So, without further ado, let's continue with the main game, and let's see what's going to happen next. Team members in reserve can be swapped out at any time, pressing LT plus that. Party lineup menu. Press LT and the right D-pad to open the party lineup menu and switch out party members. This menu can also be accessed via party lineup from the tactics menu. Don't worry, if an ally is currently away from the party or on another route, you can still exchange accessories and quartz with them if necessary. Okay. And we've got ourselves the notebook. So I've got to press the select button to open the notebook. It's got main, view main story objectives, etc. 4 SPGs, view information on the 4 SPGs, and topic quests. They've got ourselves a connect. View connect level details and connected event history. They've got the battle, we've got view enemy info. They've got ourselves fishing. View descriptions of fishing equipment and fish privacy codes. Then you got gourmet. View gourmet rank, cooking info, and details about Van's blog. They've got ourselves books. View acquired newspaper, magazines, etc. They got the help menu. View helped info. The notebook allows you to check investigation statuses and other information, which is fair enough, I suppose. So we got ourselves Bergen. Let's talk to him first. Having not engaged in any fixer business since the last Revolution Festival. I now find myself nostalgic for it. Means a lot that you're here, Master. Your other disciples probably tear me a new one, though, if they heard about this. Worry not. So long as I am present, you may utilize me at will, just as you would any other employee. I fully intend on assisting firsthand when required, but before that, allow me to observe you all in action.
Right. We're glad to have you aboard again.
Yes, we sure are. So how's my audio going? Because as I say, nobody's in the chat to exactly say, oh, your audio's too soft or too loud or whatever. So I definitely got to test it every now and again just to make sure everything's going okay.
Right.
Well, it doesn't sound too bad. I definitely gotta listen to it back when I get that first chance to do it. Anyways, let's continue our journey then, shall we? So we're gonna make our way out of this particular building, which I definitely found it on the first go, which is always fantastic. So got ourselves some more birds, and it's birdlings.
Good
Okay.
morning, birdies. You sound extra happy today. Unlike Van, you're working and eating early in the morning. Good job.
Come on, that's a low blow. I have been trying to be an early bird too, you know.
Oh, hi, Van. Morning, everyone.
Morning, Humes. How goes the swallow watching? Guessing pretty well by how chipper you are.
It's going great. This Sunday school project's been super fun. Hey, Agnes. Look at the baby chicks. They're bigger now, don't you think?
Oh, wow, they really have. I remember when they were just tiny nestlings.
Wasn't that nest only built a month ago? They grew up so fast.
It's nearly time for them to leave home. But it looks like they might have been put a little behind schedule this year.
I asked Mommy about that too, but she says they should be okay to fly away real soon.
Guess you can think of this as a limited time Monmar attraction. Might as well make the most of this chance to watch over them.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sad when they're gone. But that's okay. I'll just make tons and tons of memories with them before they go.
Ah, Yume. You've gone and grown up in the blink of an eye. Oh no, I can feel the old waterworks turning on.
Please try to hold it in, Dad. It's too early to be making a racket. Good morning, everyone. You're heading out earlier than usual. Ah, right. Is everything all right with Judith? I saw her scrambling out the door a moment ago.
Oh, that? Nah, she's good. Just following her usual routine. Wake up, screw up, repeat.
Thank you for making our breakfast this morning. It was delicious as always.
Glad to hear it. Good luck with your work today. Ben, you better not be thinking of slacking off just because you've got all your helpers with you. And cook yourself something decent instead of stuffing down sweets for once. Remember, you are what you eat.
We obtained the ingredient set.
Okay, I got it. You can get off your soapbox now.
Don't worry. We'll make sure everyone, especially Van, has a proper meal. Okay, Yume, we're heading out now.
Okie dokie. Have lots of fun, everyone.
So, about cooking. Home cooking can be done at any time via the Gourmet tab on your notebook, provided you have both a recipe and its ingredients. Home cooking dishes can be learnt by using recipe books, found in shops or other locations. So to cook, navigate the Notebooks Gourmet tab, then to the Home Cooking category. Make sure you have the necessary ingredients, select the number of portions you wish to make, Then you've got to press A to cook. Recipes can be bought from certain shops around Calvard. Learn how to cook these recipes by using them in the item menu. Okay. You can also provide Victor with ingredients to having cook up meals for you. Each unique meal eaten will help raise your gourmet rank, so make an effort to diversify your palates. So prepare staff meals. Victor from Montmartre will use ingredients in your inventory to make special border meals for you. Upon consuming a food or beverage for the first time, you'll receive gourmet points. Okay, fair enough. Earning enough points raises your gourmet rank, which in turn increases your party's stat values. For dishes categorized as meals can offer benefits to the entire party, they unfortunately cannot be consumed during command battles. Alright, the bulletin boards are given, but we should take a peek at the second hand repair shop too. Might as well swing by the other places that catch our interest on top of that. Which I will definitely do that. I'm going to explore each area by, how am I going to say? We're definitely going to do this area first. And why the fuck is it lagging? That was just a big lag spike there, and that kind of sucks, to be honest with ya. Here's Rebecca. Alright, Rebecca, take care. Just try not to get too lost out there, okay?
Got it. I'll do my best.
Rebecca, the internal shut-in going out all on her own. Now that's a million mirror sights.
Van and the rest of Arkwright Solutions. Is this part of the rehabilitation you mentioned before?
Yeah, luckily she's been growing more confident with stepping out of her cave, one ridge at a time. But her nerves still got the best of her, so I figured she might have an easier go if we made it a work thing.
Introducing our brand new on-site repair service run by yours truly. As long as I focus on the mechanical side of stuff, yeah, I'll survive.
Sounds like an uphill climb, but I respect the enthusiasm.
We wish you luck, Rebecca.
Shoot! Hold on a sec. Did you guys have business here today?
Dad's back home for now, so really put him to the grindstone, okay?
Huh? Roger that! Huh, okay, fair enough. So we spoke to Rebecca and Chris, and they obviously work for her dad? Is that what you're trying to tell us there, game? Yo! Flinkov! How's business? Ah, perfectly well, and good thanks to Chris. Rebecca's become much more proactive as well. It gets a father all misty-eyed, it does. Kasara, moving in, must have sparked a charge or change of heart in her somehow. It just goes to show, you never can tell what bonds people may form or on where they might lead. You can say that again.
All the more when you consider how close the residents of Old Town are with each other.
Hear, hear. It's my hope that everyone will continue to look out for one another. though personally, I'm eager to set off on my next journey. Tout de suite. Huh? Can't reach an old dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, can you? Well, for the time being, I plan on watching over the kids as they tackle their new challenges. I'll also be manning our established workshop, so if there's anything you need, simply say the word. So quartz synthesis. Create quartz from Sif at shops with the workshop function. The amount of Sif required varies based on the quartz. Monster drops Sif try to enter battles, often to stock up on resources. And we can opening slots. You can also modify augments and spend Sif to unlock slots at workshops within shops. Once unlocked, you can insert quartz into these new slots and raise your max EP. Which is fair enough, which I'm definitely going to modify some augments. So shop. Products not previously seen in stores are marked with a new. The change can be seen on the minimap. Some shops that you already visited will procure new products as the story progresses. So our first stop here is by opening up some slots. I suppose it doesn't really matter what you unlock at this present moment, because I'm definitely going to unlock most of these slots as good as I possibly can. So I can unlock that slot right there, then we'll go to Fairy, and we'll definitely unlock one of these particular slots, which I'll definitely unopen this one. And for Aaron, we'll go with that. So unlock all these slots as fast as you possibly can, because it will definitely make your situation easier in the long run, won't it? So, we'll unlock that. And for Bergen, I don't exactly have enough. Well, that kind of sucks. What about Van? Can Van get any more slots? I'm highly doubting it, because I don't exactly have enough Sif at this present moment. But that's A-okay. We'll get ourselves some quartz, which I don't exactly want to... We can exchange. There we go, nice and simple. We can buy trade items or the bargain bin.
No need to be shy now.
The bargain bin. Some shops will have some real bargains available. Occasionally, you'll even find items you forgot to pick up in previous chapters.
Come again.
Alright, so let's go to our augments and let's equip some magic.
Maintenance mode. That's a single element slot.
So that's cast 1. It's got an element value of T times 2. And that's time magic, by the way. It's art cast time 0.9. It also takes CP. What the hell? It doesn't really do any stats, but that's okay. It's got flare impacts. It's got chrono impacts. So I'm definitely going to be using those inside a battle.
Switching to maintenance mode.
So I've got defense 1, which I'm definitely going to give that to Agnes. And that should take her defense up to 63. So she's got Earth Impact and Chaos Impact.
New shard skill added.
So we've got EP, which I'll definitely give EP to Agnes. So it takes her EP up to 475. And there's the skills she's going to learn with those. So she's going to be learning Guarded Starts and Auto Crest. Which sounds pretty good, to be honest.
Engaged. That one's a single element slot.
Okay, so we've got attack 1 for Fairy. Takes her attack up to 105. Her strength goes up to 69. And the skill she learns with this We've got Flare Impact and Chaos Impact. And she's also going to get Flare Impact 2 and Burst Gain.
Looks like a new shark
Which is
skill.
pretty decent if I say so myself.
Capable hands.
Has she got any
Maintenance
more
mode
slots
engaged.
open? She doesn't.
You're in capable hands.
But as for Aaron, he's got Resist Rot. Okay. He's got Shield 1, he's got Cast 1, he's got Impede, which I might as well just do Impede.
Oh, a new skill.
Yes, a new skill indeed. So let's give him a Shield 1. It's going to give him a Aqua Boost.
Oh, activating maintenance mode.
So got ourselves a Strike 1. And that takes our critical plus up to 8%.
Ooh, shiny new skill.
And what else could I do? I could do Action 1. It's going to take speed up to 24.
Ooh, shiny new skill. Don't worry, Citri's got your back.
Alright, so I've got Evade 1. Takes invasion rate up to 7%. And they also get a Flare Impact and a Gale Impact.
Skills altered.
Alright, so got ourselves Cast or Mind. I'll definitely go with Mind. Because got an element value of M, which is Mirage Magic by 2, and it takes ATS up by 6. And the extra, they get Golden Eye and Phantom Stars.
Skill added.
Which it does sound pretty decent if I'm being truthfully honest with ya. And at this stage, we've literally done everything we need to do. Congratulations. Our quarters at the moment are going to start off pretty weak, but that's a-okay. So what exactly has you got in the shop that's new?
What would you like?
It's got EP Charge 1 and EP Charge 2. Like, if you really want to get those, they literally good for your EP, but at this present moment, I don't think we're going to battle anytime soon, and plus I kind of want to save up my money to make our situation 10 times easier. So I've got plenty of shops here.
More candy? Again?
So got ourselves a chocolate cigarette, and got ourselves a lemon mint candy. But the thing that I literally want to buy here is Tyrrell Times issue 2. We definitely want to collect as many of those as possible. So how exactly do you read those? I'm guessing it goes under books. And it's got 8 pages. Okay, technology. The vision behind the space program, Project Startake, has officially kicked off its first phase with the successful launch of its satellites, with preparations for Phase 2 already underway. Speaking as a proud citizen of the Republic, I cannot contain my palpable excitement over this monumental achievement. Those unwanted of the general concept of space allows us to collude you on the subject, dear reader. What is space anyway? Space is hyper-theorized to be a mysterious realm left behind by the goddess, stretching far above the world's atmosphere, while the question of where its end point lies remains a mystery. We do know that it covers the length of the continent's canopy, the boundless space embellished with countless stars, moons and suns. In theory, with enough speed, one could escape our gravity and break through the atmosphere to reach the space that lies beyond. The program's importance. On the primary goals of the program is to launch a communications and observation satellites into orbit, enabling wide area above ground observation as well as transmissions of broadcast. Orbital waves, the former is expected to help researchers conduct detailed surveillance of the environmental issues impacting eastern Zemuria. The latter will provide further optimization of the orbital network and assist in bringing communications infrastructure to remote areas. The ultimate goal. The other principal goal is the realization of manned spaceflight, allowing mankind to take its first steps into outer space. If successful, this will be a historic turning point, opening up innumerable possibilities for humanity. Though the program, the Calvert Republic, will blaze a trail into a new age. Economy. Unexpected industries prosper from the space program. The Republic economy, bolstered by an era of sustainability, has hit an all-time high following the space program's announcement, the timing of which couldn't be more perfect in retrospect, particularly with the Verne company's sustainable investments in space, program adjacent technology, and the expansion of orbital network related businesses, where within satellite communication is the focus. Additionally, other industries that, at first blush, have a little relations to the space program are also seeing a windfall in profits. Space themes dominate the entertainment world. Within the film industry, a number of astronaut-themed projects inspired by the space program are being put into production. However, said production are reportedly being hampered by the lack of available information on the subject. Also, various companies are hosting many space program themes, events, and space merchandise. Can be found on sale all over the city, evening bookstores, books on astronomy, and similar subjects are flying out of the shelves, prompting publishers issues reprints on the double. These trends will no doubt produce positive effects on our nation's economy. Competition in the food industry heats up. The sections of the food industry which manufactures preserved goods are gearing up to compete for dominance in the space program arena. Professor Cronkite commented that should manned space travel continue in the future, space food will be necessary for nutrients is what I'm gonna say. I can't say that fucking word. Supplementary during sustained flights in the light of these companies are battling it out to secure investment funds and selection of the aerospace force, and then presenting possibles such as the tube-shaped foods made for easy consumption in zero gravity, or canned foods which can withstand charges or changes in the atmosphere's pressure. Opinion: this year's best places to live. Rankings: the annual top 10 most desired places to live within the Republic. Lists have been posted for the article. We picked our 3 entries that were not at the top of the list, have been rising to prominence in recent years. They all suburban cities with excellent quality of life, the unique characteristics that we think readers will find charming in their own rights. Anchorville, situated between the capital and Oricion, Anchorville has developed as a stopover city with its convenient access to the public transportation and many large companies and the branch offices have laid root there, making it an exceptional, comfortable place to live. Further, it's surrounded by relaxing, lush landscapes like forest in the outskirts and rivers with the abundant ecosystems. Another boon is that it houses the Republic's foremost hospital, so if any cries were to arise, residents can take comfort knowing a medical facility of the finest repute is only a stone's throw away. Dijon, a mid-sized city south of Edith, and the hometown of President Graham Hart. It's in a convenient location with railway lines to both Langport and Farbad. In recent years, there has been an uptick in eastern and central eastern capital flowing into the city, finding multiple shops and thereby contributing to Dijon's flourishing economy. As such, it's attracted the eyes of many of homeowners despite concerns over public safety. At one point in time, stability has since been restored, allowing its citizens to live with a relative peace of mind. All things considered, the future of Dijon is quite bright indeed. Altier, a border city adjoining Crossbell on the western edge of the Republic. From there, Crossbell is only a 30-minute train ride away on the Transcontinental Railroad. As the result, you can visit Crossbell's tourism hotspots like the inimitable Michelin Wonderland practically every week. Moreover, as one would expect in the border city, money and cultural trends from the Empire and the other places have flowed in, making it a most experienced destination for the Western brand and gourmet food enthusiasts. Advertise it. Lino Orbital Scooters, now on sale. Lino has released a new, lighter version of Orbital bikes called Orbital Scooters, made fit for a quick outing. Anyone 16 years or older can grab a license after taking a written test and driving test. Students, why not buy one? For school commutes or for riding on the streets with friends. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm going to take a very quick break because I definitely need the bathroom and I also need to take another drink. So, I'll see you guys on the flip side. And I have returned once again, so before I should begin again, I definitely got to test the audio out again, just to make sure it's going okay, because if it isn't, well, I've got to redo this whole part again next week, which is going to suck, but hey, that's okay. Let me just do a quick test of the audio. And yeah, audio sounds pretty good to me. So, let's read our next book then, shall we? But before that, let's see if we got any achievements. 10 drivers gained. We got ourselves 2 new materials.
Good stuff.
Awesome. I'm definitely not going to complain too much about that one. Anyways, let's go to books and let's go to Tyrrell Times issue 2. And this one's got 6 pages. Feature, launch day draws near, exclusive interview with Major Amelia. Major Amelia, who's been swamped preparing for the launch day, made time to sit down for an interview with our publication. For this article, we picked up a few of the questions she answered. Question: what's the significance of MENA spaceflight? So, let's just say we're successful and we prove humans can make it to outer space. If that happens, then in the future, people can conduct all sorts of experiments and establish bases there, whatever. Heck, there may even come to a point one day when your average Joe can travel into space if they want to. Honestly, I feel pretty lucky being entrusted with leading the charge into the kind of future. It's such a cool responsibility, and it's an important one too. Question: what sort of training does an astronaut undergo? All kinds, like balance training to help withstand G-forces created by sudden acceleration and for controlled locomotive in zero gravity. For example, I went round and round inside a centrifuge, and they had me go through sudden drops and rises on board a high-speed airship. I also went through simulations for practice with making judgment calls in different scenarios. Now, where the fuck am I? Well, I'll have to leave that to your imaginations. Question: how excited are you about being a part of this historical first achievements? Pretty stoked, seeing as this is going to be my biggest and best adventure yet. I'm sure I'll be rubbing shoulders with danger along the way, but when you get the chance to set foot where no one else has set foot before, a little danger is nothing. The very thought of being the first to see what lies beyond the sky has my heart going 100 Silge a minute. But anyway, this isn't just about me. This is all being done for the sake of humanity's future. So I'll do my damnedest to play my part as the first astronaut and make this method spaceflight a success. That way we can pave the way for future space development and exploration. The economy. Deputy Secretary Valentino announces new urban development plan. Deputy Security Henri Valentino, the Department of Commerce, announced that the Edith Outskirts Development Plan has officially received approval from the President. Its purpose is to develop new tracts of land construct highways and improve the outskirts infrastructure to future-proof for the rising population in the capital and to honor the request for the transportation hub. This plan has been in the works since the previous administration, with many related businesses and organizations involved, and coordinated under the leadership of Deputy Secretary Valentino, attracting businesses to new city blocks and strengthening relations to rural access or areas by expanding highways. Interchanges is expected to bring in billions of mirror each year should the budget be approved in the next session of the Republican Parliament. The Department of Commerce will continue the implementation phase in the next fiscal year. Entertainment, a star-studded debut. Who is the idol group Vega? Many of our readers have probably heard of the name of the newly minted idol group Vega, belonging to M's production. The Vega Idols debuted in May of this year. However, don't mistake them for starry-eyed rookies. The members of Vega, Rachel and Yulia, are both consummate professionals whose talents were unscathed by the production company and subsequently trained to perfection thanks to the part to the sky-high budgets allotted. The exceptional skill is singing and performing are a sight unseen in most underground idol groups. Last month, the group was chosen to be Goodwill ambassadors for the project Startaker, and this gave them a massive spotlight, buttressing the exposure in media of events. Evidently, they've been grabbing the eyeballs of those unfamiliar with idols up to this point. The idol group has a future more promising than any other, and we're sincerely looking forward to seeing what they have in store, even after Project Startaker has ended. Historical exploration, the stored past of Dirk Memorial Park and its historic conservation area. Do you know about the dark history of Drake Memorial Park's historical conservation area? A place normally closed off to the general public, the historic conservation area was once home to many an archaeological remnants of prehistoric animism, a rare sight in Edith, for the reason it's been left untouched, with no development efforts taking place since the days of the Old Kingdom, even after the Memorial Park opened its gates. Archaeologist surveys continued alongside breathtaking scenery to this day. Nevertheless, with it being located in out-of-sight suburban areas, the park is also the site of historical tragedy during the turbulent times of the Old Kingdom, as well as Augustine's First Republic, which followed the Revolution. It was an execution ground for the purging of descendants. The conservation efforts of the present day seek to preserve the negative sides of our history so that we may reflect on the wounds inflicted by it and remember the lives that were lost. Well, that sounds pretty damn interesting, but man, my reading and just my struggle of reading sometimes gets the best of me, so I truly apologize. Let's see what's over here.
Oh, yeah, I hear a couple new tenants moved into that share house.
Well, since we're here, Why don't we say hello and give them a warm old town welcome?
Okay, if you say so, we can definitely do that. Knock knock! Anyone home?
Just a minute.
Now, who could that be?
Well, you don't look like any postman I've ever seen.
Are you from the local business, maybe?
Oh, right. There's some sort of problem-solving office on the second floor on Montmartre, right?
With a few shifty quotation marks around problem, but that's the one. Just thought we'd swing by and welcome you to the area.
You already heard of us, though. Pretty much everyone in Old Town calls you their go-to people in a pinch. Well, that's nice of them to say.
We only just settled in, but this neighborhood has a real cozy atmosphere. It makes us feel a bit less homesick for Boom than we would have been otherwise.
The city of Boom, to the northeast of the capital. You can call it a city, but the railway doesn't go there, so it's got a real Boonies vibe to it.
And that's why you born and raised Burmites moved into the storehouse together.
Yep, Luke and I have been friends since we were little kids, so... Wait, look at the time.
Oh, got something on your plate?
My part-time job, actually, I'm running behind schedule. And it's all your fault for not waking me up on time, Luke.
But not yours, Ginny, for staying out so late. Besides, who do you think I am? Your mother?
Right. I mean, we are basically family at this point.
They certainly seem close. Yeah, and in a rush. Let's just nosy on out of their way. Which we can most definitely do that, of course. So let's see what's over in this particular shop over here.
What would you like?
You got lavender jelly,
Please stop by again.
which I don't think I really care about that at this particular moment. So we got a bulletin board, huh? Let's see what we got. There's a conspicuous piece of paper on the bulletin board. The public bathhouse, Lugina, is unbelievably filthy. The rooms haven't been properly sanitized and they don't change out the water much at all. But the worst part, there's dirt everywhere in the sauna room. It's a mess.
What the? This can't be right. Luginia is the furthest thing from filthy, Van. What do you make of this?
Speaking as a regular, I can say with confidence the person reporting this is serving a big old slice of bullshit. Who in the world would post this and why?
Some people may very well take their words as the truth.
You want to look into it? Course, there's no way I could let something like this slide.
Okay, time to get to work.
Alright, let's get to work indeed. So got ourselves a topic. The Guinness bad rep. Certain quests and events will involve particular topics. You can press X to speak about specific topics with certain individuals. To-do list. Okay, fair enough. I can most definitely do that, but at this present moment, I don't think I really care about it too much.
If I may trouble you a moment.
Oh, that whole story. As a matter of fact, I'm actually suffering of an iron weakness to it. See, I was there spying from the shadows when the culprits put up one of those postings late last night. You were? Yes, I was too afraid to get a good look at his face. But I can say for a fact that it was the green-haired man. And when he passed me by, I distinctively caught the scent of citrus on him. A green-haired man who smelled of citrus.
These are some good leads. Appreciate your sharing, ma'am.
Please think nothing of it.
So, catchphrase or key phrase. Culprit is the green-haired man obtained. Which is fair enough. Let's look for more clues, I suppose. So, next stop of action, we are definitely going to go into this area over here. And I think the person that we want to talk to should be somewhere in this particular area. It's the shopkeeper, I see. Lagina's bad rep.
Got something to ask you.
Oh, I heard talk about that posting. What a complete load of crook. Good to know. We're on the same page with us. It's a given for any of us in Old Town. A customer of mine said it got their goat so fierce that they tore it down in a fit of disgust. But then a new one got put in its place. We're dealing with a tenacious little backbiter.
The current posting isn't the first in that case. Is there anything else you can tell us?
Already shared all I know, I'm afraid. If you happen to find the culprit, rake him over the coals for me, will ya? Well, I can most definitely do that, I suppose. I swear there was like a gift around here somewhere. I can't exactly tell you where it is though. It's the bistro, nice.
Pick something already.
Do I want to grab that? Well, I suppose I can. How many can I make? I can only make one single one? Well, I suppose it's better than nothing, isn't it?
A meal, huh? Hold on. You better savor that flavor.
Thank you very much. Do we get any gourmet points for that? Because I can't exactly tell you if we do or we don't. But at this current moment, I don't really care. So we spoke to you, so next stop is going to be like the bathhouse. And that's where all the action's going to be,
so I had
right?
to settle for taking a shower. You know what that means. Got me some lost sauna time to catch up on.
First thing in the morning? Never change, Van. Never change.
Okay, fair enough. Asking about Lagina's bad rep.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, I believe I seen you here on more than a few occasions. Ha, likewise. So mind if I ask you something as a fellow regular? About the bulletin board posting? I saw it, yes. Outrageous nonsense, word after word. Incidentally, are you aware of the recent influx of troublesome bathgoers at this establishment?
Yes, we were going to ask you about them as well.
I must have been born under an unlucky star with how many encounters I've already had with their sort. Some come in groups, chattering loudly, while others bring their towels into the hot water. There are even those who enter the sauna room without wiping themselves down, or who leave their used razors behind. For real? That's just nasty. mere bandwagoners jumping in on the sauna craze. Every last one. Most of them were youngsters. The frivolous sort, by my reckoning. With that in mind, I'm willing to be the one of these vexuous guests is the culprit behind all of this slander. Vexatious guest, you say?
Is there a specific reason?
Isn't it obvious? The inconvenience they cause others is of no consequence to them. Anyone so egotistical to the core would have no issue spreading the tripe for kicks. This is exactly why I hate the gored, garish youth. Whoa, narrow-minded much.
Do you have any evidence to back this claim?
Only my suspicion. It's not as though I intend on ferreting the culprit out. At any rate, the entire topic is irking me. I am through talking about it.
It's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Those rowdy bathgoers must have really offended him. By the way, is anyone else picking up a faint scent?
Must be either the shampoo or body soap he uses. Smells citrusy. Key phrase culprit is disturbing bathgoer obtained.
Good morning. Oh, it's Van and the gang. You sure love your morning baths, huh?
Hey, no better way to start my day than a quick hop into the sauna before the crowds come in. That right here is the trick to a good work shift. Well, I won't deny that. The baths here feel great.
Definitely, and those Remiferian steam rooms you have, boilers, I think they called. I'm totally hooked on them too now. My grandparents also came up there, so ours are the real deal. We probably owe our recent popularity to that mule though. Kisara painted it right. You could almost feel it jumping off the wall. Her art on display at Aramis Academy Festival was much the same. She truly does abound with talent. She's been kind of busy since enrolling in Aramis, but she still pops in every now and again. I should let her in for free as an extra tip.
She's from up in the Northumbria herself, yeah? Might already be familiar with loyalists then. Either way, it's good to know she's starting to come out of her shell.
We appreciate your help to make her feel welcome here. No prob. She might be 2 years older, but I'd say we're pretty close friends.
So let's ask her about Lagina's bad rep.
Excuse me?
That bunch on the balcony, they got a lot of nerve calling us unsanitary. So, you guys are already on top of the cleaning then. The way I hear it, some bathhouses totally skimp on that front. That's why we make it a point to keep our facility so spotless. You can cut off them. Don't actually try it though, or we'll have a different problem.
No worries. I know firsthand how spick and span this place is.
So, has that posting hurt customer traffic at all? So far, not a bit. If anything, we got more business than ever. At the end of the day, saunas are all rage right now, almost as much as outer space is. I do get the impression that they often been featured in magazines and such recently.
Hell, we got sauna junkie in the flesh here.
Tell me about it.
Don't go egging him on, Anya. And the term is enthusiast. Thanks.
Well, back on topic. We've been getting a lot of first-timers lately. They'll talk as loud as they want. Enter the sauna room without washing off, and that's just the beginning. Antique challenge people like that tend to stick out, I guess.
If someone tried the crap in front of me, they'd get an earful and then some. But anyway, thanks for the info. You minted customers.
Got something to ask you.
We've been seeing a few challenge guests here lately. They'll talk as loud as they want, enter the sauna room without washing off, and that's just the beginning.
Okay, so that's all you literally gotta say, huh? Fair enough.
Got something to ask you.
The culprit must be one of those destructive bathgoers. At any rate, this entire topic is inking me. I am through talking about it. Okay, fair enough. You've got no helpful information to us, which definitely makes sense, I suppose. Anyways, let's talk to you.
If I may trouble you a moment.
Huh? This place is unsanitary? Nah, that's just what some B-hate or BS post on the bulletin board said. Sounds like this is the first you're hearing about it. Yeah, otherwise I might not have come here at all. Good to know, it's just a smear campaign.
Do you have a moment?
This is only my second time here, but I'm an avid sauna goer in general. Every once in a while, you run into someone who can't even follow the most basic rules. People like that are why newcomers will get the evil eye from regulars. It's a real pain in the butt. Well, I suppose it is. Anyway, guys, I definitely got to take another drink break. And I apologise about my reading today. It's definitely not the best. Like as I say, I definitely got to go and get my eyes tested in the future, of course, because I can definitely tell half of it's due to my reading and half is due to some of these words. I really have trouble speaking, to be honest with you. So, I'll see you guys on the bright side. So, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And I have returned once again, so when I finish this side quest up, I'm definitely going to end this particular part because I can literally say, me live streaming today, it hasn't been my best day if I'm being truthfully honest with you, because my voice has been a bitch and my reading's been a bitch as well, so I truly apologise. Anyways, let's have a listen to the audio. It sounds pretty good to me, so we are 1 hour and 27 minutes into the live stream. I see. I was going to go for the 2 hour mark, but I don't know if I'm going to do that, to be honest with you. I'm definitely going to see how this goes.
Oh, Van, funny meeting you here.
I guess this is your home turf though, huh? Totally slipped our minds. Well, if it ain't the street races, not every day we run into you two around here.
Yes, long time no see. Ever since you told me about this bathhouse, I'd been ready to drop by.
It sounded like just the thing to loosen my body up, so I tagged along too. Have to say, it's pretty darn nice. Oh, we got a convert. Take it from me, the best part about this place is the sauna. And there he goes again.
Oh, let him be. I'm sure he's beside himself, having people he can share 2 hobbies at once with.
Well, I suppose you got a point.
Got something to ask you.
Yes, let's ask. Huh?
Someone actually posted that on the Old Town bulletin board.
But the baths here are great. Man, talk about obnoxious. You can say that again.
Got something to ask you.
Yes, let's ask you again. Bad-mannered bathers? I didn't notice anything special.
You think some of the regulars here might think of us that way?
Nah, don't sweat it. You guys should be fine. Yes, you should be fine indeed. Boy, though, what a pain in the Keisha. This whole project has been us rushed off our feet.
How long it been since we last had to scurry about collecting intel like this, especially you, Huck?
Yes, well, when duty calls, we can't deny it. Not after that pin-up mag launched in the spring. And they were right to name it. Pretty every issues choke full of fresh-faced cuties. Feast for the eyes like never before. Until we poured out every last risket shot those girls have to offer. This project of ours goes on. And here I thought they were talking about the space program. These fossils never change. The sun rises and they're tense with it. Well, if it isn't Van and Aaron, care to join in on the action? I'll pass. Besides, aren't you supposed to be busy with your real job? Well, sure. But everybody needs a breather now and again. Huh? Now, if Miss Amelia were around, that would get my motors revved up.
That, sure is one faraway look in his eyes. It's hard to believe he's actually a super famous investor.
True enough, still, I get the sense he's just looking for some escapism.
If I may trouble you a moment.
Ah, the posting. I'll tell you what. Little Anya's got my deepest sympathies. There's not a soul around who could read all that and feel uplifted. Any regular can tell it's nothing but hogwash though. An absolute nuisance is what it is. Well, I suppose it is.
Excuse me?
It feels like there's been an upturn in poorly mannered bathgoers. Can't even relax with folks like them around. If anything, it gets your blood boiling. From that perspective, the culprit might actually be one of us regulars. If that's so, it's definitely a possibility. And the key phrase, culprit is regular, obtained. Okay, I think that's all the information we need.
Wow, we sure talked with a lot of people, didn't we? We heard multiple perspectives on the misinformation posted to the board. What stood out to me was Hux. He said the culprit might be a regular.
And someone else speculated it was the work of a vexorous guest. Alright! Didn't we get a description of the person who put up that post?
Yes, a green-haired man who gave off the scent of citrus.
Well, well, this is turning out to be a pretty damn good warm-up case. Hey, Agnes, have you worked out who the culprit is?
Oh, yes.
It's the green-haired regular.
I'm fairly certain it's the green-haired regular we spoke to earlier. His features match the eyewitness report, and the citrus scent is a dead giveaway.
Yeah, and he's got a motive for it too. Right. Those dickhead bathgoers grinded his gears like nobody's business. Guess he thought the dabblers would stay away if he made the bathhouse rep go down the shitter. Then he could enjoy the bathhouse in peace.
I knew something was up when he tried pinning the blame on the other guests.
In any event, I don't think there's any room for doubt now. He must be our perpetrator.
Then, shall we speak to the man in question again?
Yeah, let's bring this case to a close. We earned 2 SP, congratulations, huh? Not too bad if I say so myself.
A little birdie told me.
Here we go. You can't be serious. You would accuse me of putting up that post. I demand to see your proof. Well, afraid we only got circumstantial evidence, but if you really want to see it that bad, we can go grab it.
Just know that if we go down that road there, would be no avoiding getting the police involved. If you don't want things to escalate to that point, then I would strongly suggest you confess right now.
Nice. Got his ass.
You're so cool, Agnes.
So, what'll it be? I admit it.
I can't believe it. That was all you're doing.
Yes. The little time I got to spend in the Laguna baths each day was precious to me. That being said, I fully understand what I did was a crime, so I turned myself into the police. You too good with that outcome?
Honestly, I really don't think we need to make a mountain out of a molehill. In fact, I understand where you're coming from. Also, we're kind of been letting bad-mannered guests have their run of the place, admittedly. As such, we won't say a word to the police.
Still letting him off the hook entirely doesn't feel right either. Can't say I disagreed. What do you think, Agnes? Curious about the thoughts, seeing as you're the MVP in this case.
You think I'm pretty sure everyone else worked the answer out too, though. Well, let's see.
What should his punishment be? Perform cleaning duties.
Since you spread that horrible mistruth about Lugina being filthy, why don't you get some first-hand experience learning how difficult cleaning work can be? Pro bono, of course. You can be Lugina's solicitation expert for about 1 month, let's say. Ooh, that's a great idea. How do you feel about that?
If that's what it'll take to make amends, I'll do it. In fact, I'll help for 3 months. Look at you go, Agnes!
You showed excellent judgment. Honestly, I was just channeling what Van might have said in this context. What matters is that we reached a good point of compromise.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
And the quest is completed, and we've got ourselves 2,000 mirror. So Grey and Law goes up by 1, and it doesn't exactly level up, which is okay. Alignment choices. Certain choices made within the game will greatly affect your LGM alignments. Depending on what answer you choose, if the Law, Grey, or Chaos alignment will increase. Office desk. You can do many things at the desk at Arkwright Solutions. SP reports. Report completed quest and obtain SP. Radio. Listen to the news and weather. Broadcast and rest. Rest to recover HP and EP. Okay. That about does it for Old Town. Definitely catching a little whiff of something though. Oh well. Still gotta drop by Station Street and Central March this morning. Might as well poke our heads into the Station Street Guild while we at it, and maybe the police station over in Sidon too. Would have been nice if I could just ask him about the space program, but he's probably neck deep in work on it. Guess I'll have to settle for talking to everybody else that's connected to it. The travel menu is now accessible. Station Street, Sidon Street, Trione Mall, and Central March have been added to the travel menu. Yes, I know how to use the travel menu. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm going to end this part from here. So, I'm Dark Knight 1987, Reborn, and I'm signing out for now. So, in the next part, we are going to make our way over to Station Street and do some side quest and some main game story, I suppose. But until then, it is goodbye for now, guys and girls. So until then, it is goodbye for now. So my next stream is going to be a no commentary stream. So stay tuned for that. And I truly apologize about my reading, my voice acting, and just my commentary in general. Like today hasn't exactly been my best day to actually record. And plus I'm using a new headset, so I don't know how that's going to go down. But I'll see you guys next time. So later, guys and girls, and whoever's watching. which it's probably no one, but that's okay. Anyway, later guys and girls.